Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be my Project Pan update. I didn't wear makeup as much as I wanted, which I say every month, but whenever an orgo exam comes around the entire week, I just kind of forget about putting on makeup. So I tried my best. I think I put on makeup a little bit more often than last month, but this month was a little bit shorter. Let me see. Yeah, I think I did makeup around the same amount of times last month, though about 15 times, which is a little bit more than half, so whatever, I can't control it. But anyways, let's get into some updates because I do have some empties and some really close to being empties. The first product is the Bite Beauty Pressed Powder, and this is not empty because I started with a lot of product, but it is making good progress on here. The ring inside definitely expanded. I don't know, I'm just trying to wear away the outside part so that way I can get through it a little bit quicker. I think this will still take me like 3 more months. I'm hoping by the beginning of summer I'll be through with this. I did go ahead and order myself a replacement because of a reason you'll see in a minute, but for the Bite Beauty one, I replaced it with the NARS powder, and I have actually been using this in conjunction with the Bite one because this one, it's the translucent light reflecting setting powder, and it's very, very thin and not matte. It just kind of reflects. I don't know how to explain it, but this on my under eyes I've been loving because I have like these dry patches, I don't know if you can see them, right on my under eye, and this really is the only thing. It doesn't make them look better, but it minimizes the dryness. This one doesn't like do anything bad for it. I just haven't been using this one as much, but steady progress, and I think we made really good progress in expanding the pan in there this month. The next powder is an empty, and it's the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. You can see that there is still some powder in here, but I'm telling you guys, I tried so hard to get the sifter out. I've also heard online that the sifter on this Hourglass powder is so hard to get out because it starts like all the way down here, and like I take it out and I try and bang out as much as I can, but it's literally just on the edges, and I know that's some powder, but there's literally nothing else left in here, so I'm considering it an empty. If I can find a way to get the sifter out, I will, and then I'll have like a week left of use. But for the sake of Project Pan, this is empty, and I'm so happy about this because I've had this in my collection for like, I don't know, since like my senior year of high school, and I'm a sophomore in college, so like 3 years plus, which is a long time, but I would use a tiny bit of it on my under eyes. In my senior year of high school, I definitely was not wearing that much makeup, and I would only wear like concealer, mascara, and brows in high school, but I definitely got lazy in my senior year, so I just didn't use this much, and I made really good progress. So kind of made really steady progress on this powder, and I did buy replacement for this, which is why I got the NARS one. I got a Fenty Beauty loose powder in the shade Butter. I got a mini just because I know it'll take me a while just to use this up. I've been really enjoying it. A lot does come out, so like I barely dump any out because this is so full of product, and I think this will last me a while. I'm hoping I can use this up within like a year or two, but I have been liking it. It does have a scent, but to me, I like it because it smells like baby powder. But super happy to get this one out of my collection, even though I love that powder. The next is the Becca Primer, which I wanted to use this up before filming this so badly, but it's the day before the start of March, and I just needed to film this. So it is the Becca Primer, and guys, look how much progress I have on this. This is kind of amazing how much of this primer I was able to use up in 2 months. Like, this was January's usage and this was February's usage, and I have the smallest bit left. Even when I pump it out, it kind of just like is a mess because there's barely anything coming out, and even when I open it, there is not much at all on the walls. I think this will be like, I don't know, it's not that much product, so I think in like 2 weeks I'll be able to use this up. I kind of want to throw in a new primer because my friend did send me a package with a ton of tinted moisturizers and a few primers, and my collection is getting a little bit overwhelmed right now. So I don't know if I'll throw some in this month, but the options right now are first the Cover FX Water Cloud Primer, which I actually haven't tried out yet, but this one has 1 fluid ounce of product. How much did the Becca one have? The Becca one also had 1 fluid ounce, so I think like 1 primer will like take me about 5 months to use up. I'm not really sure. I have this mini Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow primer, which is half of a fluid ounce, and this one might actually be a good contender because I don't really like minis, and I feel like this one might be similar to Auric. And then I also want to use up the Hello Fab Pores Be Gone matte primer, which I won't roll in until it gets a little bit hotter out, which it's already like 83 outside. And then the e.l.f. Jelly Pop primer. So I have some options. I don't think I'm going to roll any in this month. I think I'm going to focus on using up the Becca primer, and then once I use that one up, I'm going to try out these 2 primers and see how I like them, so that way I am focusing on a primer that I actually enjoy. So I'm going to do that. I'll probably test the Cover FX one first, but I'm going to first focus on finishing up the Becca primer, which Becca's actually shutting down. Not that I really care, to be honest, but it's just very interesting. And then next month I will roll in a new primer. The next product is Kosas Wet Lip Oil in the shade Dip. I have such trouble with getting to see where I am with Kosas products. I've tried it with the concealer, and no matter how hot I made the water, it just would not work. So I don't know how much progress I made on this one. This is one that I think I'm going to roll out of my project pan for the time being, because like I say in every video, I have really bad allergies to fragrances, and this one isn't the worst for me, but it's just not one that I want to force myself to wear every day because I just don't like it. I've been wearing the Tower 28 ones, which have a scent, but they have no like artificial fragrance, which has been fine. It triggers my allergies like a little bit, but it's bearable. But what I've mainly been using is the M Cosmetics lip cushion. I actually ordered another one of these and plan on filming a full face of M Cosmetics, but these are completely fragrance free and I absolutely love the formula on these. So I do eventually want to get lip products like these out of my collection so I can just have the ones that are fragrance free. So maybe I'll declutter this and like sell a big lip bundle of all of the fragrance lip products that I no longer want to use. So this one and another lip product in my project pan. But for now, I'm going to be rolling this one out, and I probably will end up getting rid of this. I love the color. I can't do the scent. Another product which I'm also rolling out is the Fenty Sheer Shiny Lipstick in the shade Glazed. I barely use this. I have like good usage on this compared to how much I started with though. Like there's still a decent amount of product left. And this is another one that just I can't deal with the scent. I have the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in JK Magic, which I'm actually wearing today to give me a similar effect. And while this one does have a scent, once I put it on, I find that I can't smell it and it doesn't trigger any allergies in me, versus this one tends to be a little bit stronger. So I'm going to probably bundle this, the other Fenty lipstick I have, and the Kosas Wet Lip Oil, and any other fragrance lip products I can find. And I think I'm gonna just bundle those 3 and put them on Poshmark, because like I haven't used this one that much. This product I've used less than like 10 times. The Kosas one I've used like less than 15 times, and then the other Fenty one I've used less than 5 times. And I know I'm not gonna make all my money back, but I just can't enjoy my lip products like that. So I'm going to be rolling this one out and actually decluttering it, and instead I'm not going to focus on using up the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, but I would like to use these lipsticks a little bit more often since they were very expensive. Okay, the the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade BFF. This thing looks so gross. I haven't been using this that much because I haven't been using those lipsticks, so I haven't really had a need to, but I am ever so slightly below the marking. This is the markings right here. I'm barely below. I don't have it sharpened right now, so I could probably sharpen it and get a little bit more progress. I'm wearing it today. It's just, again, it's not my favorite color, not my favorite formula. I'm gonna keep this in until I get a new lip pencil, and then once I do get a new one, I think I'm just going to toss this one. But for now, I will try and focus on using as much of this up as possible, because I mean, I paid for it. It was very cheap and it's kind of old, but it is like falling out. I don't know if you can see. So that's why you don't see much progress, because I haven't really been sharpening it since it falls out. But I feel like a lot of products in my project pan are just kind of like, I'm gonna end up decluttering them, which is okay. And the point of the project pan is to get more use out of my products, and if I discover that they aren't my Holy Grail products, I don't really want to keep them in my collection if I can pass them on to better homes. I also will be rolling in some new things this month, which will be exciting. So the next product is Kosas Jellyfish. That one's in my backpack. That's one I'm just going to give to my boyfriend. It's a clear gloss, but he can just use it as a lip balm. I just can't deal with the scent, and if it's a clear thing, I use Aquaphor or like a Tower 28 clear gloss, or maybe eventually the M Cosmetics clear lip cushion, and I just can't deal with it, so I'm giving it to him. And that's all that's in my project pan right now. I have a Pando's eyeshadows and a Partners in Cream, which I will be updating soon after this video, but I would like to roll a few things in this project. So the first one is going to be this e.l.f. Bite Size palette in the shade Cream and Sugar, and I know this is an eyeshadow, but I have been focusing on panning this. I just didn't put it in this video. I don't know why, but here's what it looks like right now. I'm focusing on using up this first cream shade, and then starting this month, I would like to start using this first shimmer and see if I can make a little bit of progress on this. Once I use up the cream, I might get rid of this palette because I really just don't like the last two shades. There's nothing wrong with them, but I have these shades in my other palettes, and this isn't a cohesive palette for me. I just use this to set my eye primer. So this is what it looks like. I think in about 3 months I can use up this cream shade. I'm going to see how I like this shimmer, but if on my Pando's eyeshadows I do roll in an inner corner highlight, I'm not going to focus on this one as much, but I do really want to use up this cream shade. So this is what it's looking like right now. I posted this on my Instagram and I made really good progress on this month, and I have 2 little pans in here, so I'm hoping I can connect those and kind of work on the edges a little bit. And then one product that I don't want to use up at all, I just want to track my progress on, and I'm really trying to hit pan, is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Superstar Glow Highlighter. I know, I'm crazy, but I just would love to hit pan on this, so I don't know, just to show my love for it and just to focus on using this more because this was expensive. I kind of want to get a new cream or powder. I don't know how to speak, but I kind of want to get one of those in the sale, and I would love to get some more use on this one first. Obviously, even if I hit pan on this, I have so much product because the pan is huge, but this is what it's looking like. It's hard to tell on camera, but right here, I've kind of wore away all of the indentation, and I'm starting to make the smallest little dip. So I think it'll still take a while to hit pan on this, but I'm hoping maybe within a month I will see a bigger dip, and then I can reevaluate if I want to keep this in or roll it out. But for the month being, this is going to be my focus highlighter. So I'm really excited to see some progress on this because I absolutely adore this highlighter. I'm wearing it today. I've been focusing on it a little bit in February, so got a little bit of a head start. But I'm really excited to see if I can hit pan on this. And then one last thing that I'm going to put in here, not to necessarily use that, but to remind myself to use more, is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. Only because it is approaching 1 year old and I would like to remember to use this more. I have actually been using it a little bit more because my skin has been so dry, and especially on my under eyes, I just like to spray around there. But this is how much I have right now. I will mark it after this video, but I would like to just make a little bit of progress on this. I really enjoy this, but I love the mister on this guy. I definitely want to keep this bottle and put other setting sprays in here because of how good the mister is. And I would also just repurchase the product if you're looking just for a hydrating spray, but I've been really enjoying this. But over the summer, I do want to focus on my all-nighter one since it gets so disgustingly hot here. And I'll be in Gainesville over the summer, and Gainesville is like awful compared to where my hometown is. My hometown is still disgusting out, but Gainesville, oh my gosh, it's called a swamp for a reason. Like, it gets so disgustingly humid that I don't need anything hydrating. So I would like to use this up a little bit, but I believe that is everything in my project pan. I know it's not the biggest project pan, but again, I have an eyeshadow video and a cream product video. That is where my Fenty bronzer and my Nude Sticks blush went, is into the Partners in Cream video. But I hope you guys enjoyed this regardless. And I will probably be rolling in a foundation pretty soon, especially as we approach summer. I just have some things that I would like to test out a little bit more to decide what I want to keep in my collection and then things I want to focus on. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!